Hey people, hope you're all having a blessed day. We just got the super unexpected announcement of the release date of the Yakuza live action show, and there's a whole bunch of details with it as well. You might recall from 4 years ago when they first announced that there was going to be a live action adaptation of Yakuza. So that happened, a lot of people forgot about it because it went silent for so long, and then last year we got an update on it with this picture, where we got more details on it, and there was even a mention of a couple of the actors that were gonna be in it, and then after that, again, there was a silence until, well, today. So RGG Studio posted a picture earlier showing this, the official poster for the show with the title of Like a Dragon Yakuza, which is something because it's this game backwards. The release date is October 24th and it's coming to Prime Video. Aside from that, we have a bit more news from an article from Prime Press on what to expect from this show. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself or if you want to share it around with somebody, but I'm gonna also briefly go through what it has to say. So it seems like the show will have a total of 6 episodes, the first half launching on the 24th, while the rest is coming about a week after that. It seems they also went all out in the options of dubs and subs, so there should be something for most people. It is being directed by Masaharu Take and Kengo Takimoto, and Kiryu is being played by Ryoma Takeuchi. You can see Masaharu Take on the left here and Ryoma Takeuchi on the right. Now, for some reason, that's all that's disclosed in the news that released today, but think back to the picture from earlier where we see that Kento Kaku is the actor for Nishiki. Now, maybe they changed that, who knows, but we'll have to wait and see. A lot of people have also been wondering about who's gonna get the Majima role, and if you notice in the same picture, they talk about an actor that's gonna play a major unannounced role. His name is Munetaka Aoki. If I had to take a stab at the dark, I would say this guy probably is gonna be Majima, but that's just speculation for now, so take it with a grain of salt. According to multiple sources, this show is gonna switch between 1995 and 2005. So essentially, this could mean we might get some scenes that weren't shown in any of the games, but that's also unconfirmed and we'll have to wait and see. Scrolling down a bit, there are some words from the head of RGG Studio, Masayoshi Yokoyama. He says, "Since the day I first put pen to paper on the original Yakuza script, I've never once thought about revisiting any of my work on the series. It's because I understand all too well the challenges and the hardships that come with remaking a finished title. However, if I were ever sent to the past through some kind of cosmic joke, this is the experience I'd want to create. If I had to go through the ringer anyhow, I'd want to make the most engaging versions of Kamurocho and Kazuma Kiryu I could. And this show has it all. There's no question that Prime Video's Like a Dragon Yakuza will become another landmark release for the Like a Dragon series. While the games let you experience their world through the subjective lens, this adaptation will be the ultimately objective way to enjoy the show. I have no doubt that fans of the series will be drawn to how it brings the games to life and adds new surprises. Newcomers, I'm sure, will find themselves invested simply in the gritty realism of the show. If anything, I'd love to watch this version alongside audiences all around the world, experiencing all of its intensity and soaking in every single second." So everything I've been saying until now has been, for the most part, the facts. Now you might be thinking, okay, Leon Devil 7, what are your thoughts on this? Well, to put it simply, I think I'm cautiously excited. What Yokoyama had to say about the show is definitely high praise, and it might indicate that they had a heavy say in how the show is gonna go. Or at least, that's what I hope it means, but again, we'll have to wait and see. We've had a bunch of live-action adaptations of Yakuza so far. We've had a prequel to Yakuza 1, which actually shows events that are not in the games. And then we've had like 2 adaptations of Yakuza 1. There's also the stage play if you want to count that, so that's technically a 3rd adaptation of Yakuza 1 with a bit of Yakuza 2 in there. There's also a show for the Black Panther games, but there's like probably 5 people watching this that care about that, so let's move on. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't seen all of the adaptations. I've seen at least bits of all of them though. And to my understanding, they're all the kinds of adaptations that aren't necessarily like super good, but people look back on them fondly because they just have that kind of charm that has a lot of passion behind it. Even if those adaptations are not completely accurate, you know, they had fun doing them, and they're kind of fun to watch. Now, of course, this being a new show in an age full of rage baiting, I'm sure you'll have people nitpicking on the smallest thing and how that's gonna ruin the whole show for them if they even had any genuine interest in the show to begin with. I'll tell you what I expect out of this. A show that's fun, but maybe not entirely accurate, but it does have cool scenes and shots. Now, if it's actually better than that, and it's, as Yokoyama says, the ultimate objective way to, you know, view Yakuza 1, then hell yeah, I'm all for that. I know most people already understand this, and I'm not saying this to be a downer, but live-action adaptations don't usually have the best reputation, because they have a history of screenwriters just wanting to do whatever the hell they want with them because they think that's gonna add like a fun twist when really it's like it couldn't be further from the truth, and instead it just puts a damper on a show that would otherwise have the potential to really shine through. I'm sure most of you at least have seen something like this in the past. To name an example, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Sadly, I still don't know why they thought it was a good idea to mix 2 games in one movie that's like an hour long. But anyway, we recently had an example of a live-action adaptation that can deliver in the best way possible. Fallout. I watched all of that show and I absolutely loved it. If we get anything remotely close to that in quality, then I think this is gonna be a great time. But until then, I think we could all benefit from, you know, keeping our expectations in check and just waiting to see what comes out of this show. Honestly, even if it turns out to be not the greatest, I think at the bare minimum, there's gonna be like, you know, funny or just hilarious scenes that are gonna become like a gold mine of memes. So I think it's all gonna work out in the end. But yeah, just to make things clear, I think this show could be amazing. It's the first live-action adaptation we've had in years, and I'm looking forward to how they handle it. What about you guys? What are your thoughts on all of this? Let me know everything down in the comments. I'd love to read what you guys have to say about all of this. Going through the comments is always fun for me, and from what I saw, a lot of people are actually excited for this, so, you know, let's just hope it actually ends up being an example of like an amazing live adaptation show that proves that games can be translated into shows without any issues, provided that, you know, it's directed well and, you know, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I'm still working on an essay video. I think most of you know this, but I'm working on a big essay video. And I'm sorry it's so late, but I'm really trying my best here. And I hope to have it sometime. I don't want to say soon to, like, you know, have you guys be disappointed, but just look forward to that video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.